Shalom. So we've got to Tzafon, to eating the afikomen. Yes. I want to talk about, we know the halacha that after eating the afikomen, it's forbidden to eat any other foods for the rest of the night. The last taste in our mouth has to be the taste of the matzah we ate for afikomen. What about brushing your teeth? You're allowed to brush your teeth on Seder night? Well, the Be'er Tev Kfar already talks about the fact about whether you're allowed to smoke on Seder night. It's Yontif, it's not Shabbat. There is a halachic way to smoke on Yontif. Are you allowed to smoke on Yontif after eating the afikomen? And he says no, because that can nullify the taste of the matzah. Let me point out in brackets that the consensus of the rabbinic world today is that smoking is all the time forbidden, and certainly forbidden on Yontif in our day and age. This halacha was written in a time before they knew how dangerous smoking was. But we can learn to brushing your teeth. Some rabbis learn from this that a person should not brush their teeth on Seder night, because even though it's not eating or drinking, it can nullify the taste of the matzah. But other rabbis say that that's not true, that even when a person brushes their teeth, they can still feel the taste of the matzah in their mouth, and that's what Rav Rimon in his Haggadah rules. And a person who wants to brush their teeth in a permitted way on Yontif is allowed to do that after eating the afikomen. What about, we said eating is forbidden, what about drinking? Well, a person is certainly not allowed to have another cup of wine. The Shulchan Aruch rules like that. They are allowed to drink water. What about things between wine and water? So the Ramah writes that a person should refrain from other drinks also. The Mishnah Berurah rules like this, and saying that a person can have water, but everything else you should refrain from. But if you really need to, you could perhaps have something that had a very light taste, like a weak tea or like apple juice. But something stronger, a person should refrain from. On the other hand, Rav Ovadia Yosef Zatzal in his Haggadah is much more lenient, and he says that a person even first off is allowed to have a cup of coffee or Coca-Cola or something that's not alcoholic, not wine or not alcohol, in order to stay awake, like the rabbis in Bnei Brak, and tell the story all evening. So let's summarize. After eating the afikomen, we're certainly not allowed to eat anything else. Neither are we allowed to have another cup of wine. We're certainly allowed to have a drink of water. As to all the other drinks in the middle, someone who doesn't need them should refrain from them, but someone who knows that having another drink will increase their ability to stay awake and tell the miracles and the story of the Exodus from Egypt until the students come knocking at the door and saying, "Rabbis, come, it's time for Kriyat Shema in the morning," they certainly know who to rely, and they will be allowed to do that. Everyone should have a Chag Sameach.